Pea puffer, pea 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 puffer, pea puffer Steve. He's hiding, watching and waiting in the underwater trees. Pea puffer Steve. Alright, we are getting Pea Puffer Steve's new home set up, along with the darters, embers, guppies, some cories. This side is going to be the darter cave, sand for the cories. I'm gonna have a little open space for the pea puffer in the middle. Over here is gonna be a forest. So check back, see what happens. Alright, we got the darter cave set up somewhat. Well, there's Ivory. But what I'm gonna do is cover it over a little bit so that it's kind of like a hill with a cave inside of it for the darters, cories, whoever want to go in there. Like I said, middle ground will be open, feeding area for the pea puffer, forest over here, and then over on the hilltop here we'll have a little bit of decorative rocks and trees, plants, whatever. So yeah, that's what's up so far. I'm gonna go clean up some more sand. We got these rocks waiting to go in. Got all these guys waiting to go in. And the 5-gallon waiting to go in. So slowly but surely we're getting there. Kind of pushed into the corner a little more, buried, you know, it's down in the sand really good, and I've just buried it, and now I'm just filling it in, make sure it's nice and steady. I'm going to put a little bit of soil on here, make it kind of look like it's emerging from a hillside. Come down, be the open space, forest over here, kind of a few plants here, some rocks and things. So that's what it looks like so far. It's a little bit different from what it was in the last clip, so yep. All right, we got some regular plantain soil underneath the aqua soil, and we're making sure we get all the regular soil covered up so it doesn't start floating around the tank. Make sure, and I'm just gonna, so that kind of holds that in place right there. We'll figure out what to do there after a bit. All right, then we're gonna put some soil for the forest, which has already got water in it.
in center. Middle and center. And we're on the front glass.
Alright. Now, just gotta figure out.
She's nicking her edge.
This is going to be the pea puffer stage. He comes out to feed.
It's feed land.
Yup. The snail graveyard. And eventually I'll kind of scrape this out a little bit, make it look a little bit more natural. Right now I'm just kind of edging off the boundaries until I figure out exactly what. And then I don't want to make it look too hardscape heavy, but I'm gonna maybe make a little arch over here as an entrance into the forest. I was gonna use my little stone hinge that's in the shrimp tank, but I'm thinking I might leave it in there because this, I think, will make a really good for in the shrimp tank with the stone hinge. Maybe, I don't know, that might be good for the snail tank. This has got a lot of holes in it, but anyway. So we might try to make a little arch as an entrance into the forest. And then we'll build, I'll put some stuff kind of in the background, but this all right here is going to be nice and free, not just so that we can feed him and see him, but so that the pea puffer has plenty of clear area to swim, you know, do his laps and stuff, burn his energy off so he doesn't start getting nippy.
And then the Corys get to run on, if they don't like the sand area, they can come over to the forest, or they can go back to the back side of the tank. Of the cave.
And the cave's nice and deep.
She get a good four fingers in there, nice and deep to her knuckles.
It still goes. If I try to force my hand in more, it's going to lift the cave up.
Gotcha. So, in other words, you can stick your hand in the cave.
Yeah, I think my entire hand could go in the cave, and I think it's more room than what the darters had, which was just like kind of a little ridge the way it was set up. But I've got it kind of built up so the rocks are kind of held in place.
Okay.
So, yep. I'm excited. So, I don't know.
Good?
Yep. We'll see what happens. Alright, so got the darter cave soil set up. And as you see, I've made a little ridge. Get down in here so that there's another little cave for the fish to go in. And instead of doing a cave into the forest, I'm gonna do just like a pathway that's got some rocks. I'm not sure if I'm gonna leave those there just like that, change it around a little bit, but that's kind of where it's evolving towards now instead of an archway there. Who knows, it might still be an arch. Yeah, we'll see what happens. All right, so I ended up taking this big rock here and making another little cave here, and I supported it with this rock and this rock back here. I was going to place this flat here as a little feeding area, but I kind of propped it up and made it another little cave so the darters can have different little caves to hide in. I was going to put my stone hinge from the 5-gallon in here. It broke, but that turned out to be a good thing because one of the pieces was too big. So I ended up taking this piece and this piece from it, and I'm about to glue it to that other rock if I can work the glue properly. So you said put it on the
bottom rocks.
Bottom rocks where it's touching.
Yep. Just put a nice little gobber on there.
Alright, had a little help with the glue, so I'm just gonna place it like that. I'm gonna hold it for a minute till it dries. Balance it proper. Nope. Alright, well, I'm just gonna hold this and see what happens. It feels like it's starting to stick, but I'm gonna just hold it and make sure for a few minutes.
We'll be right back.
All right, got it settled. And we'll give that glue some time to dry. All right, update. We've got several rocks glued in place. And then got the pebbles scattered around. Got some moss glued on top of Stonehenge. All those rocks are glued on. I've moved the big stone around a couple of times. And I've moved these rocks over and split them apart some so that you can see back here the view, you know, where we spend most of the time hanging out in the kitchen. I have a pretty good angle at it, and then we've got all kinds of different views from different angles, so just wanted to do a quick update clip before I forget and get too much further involved. I'm starting to think about where to place certain plants. Thinking about trying to make this like a short grassy looking area with some of the spiky stem plants, cut them down real short. I'm not going to let this tank grow wild and out of control. I am going to try to let the Java moss grow so that, you know, we can harvest it and trade it in at the fish store. But other than that, this tank will be maintained and, you know, be like a bonsai tree. It'll be shaped and taken care of. Update on the 20 long. Get the plants in. Pretty much got everything in its place. Putting the water in soon. And we got the water going in.
Spent some good time, quality, and work on this.
Steve's gonna be the last one we add that way, because if we added him first or too soon, he'd end up trying to claim every little space. So we gotta give all the more chill fish a chance to
Establish dominant territories.
Yep. So it'll be just another day or so, I guess, sometime tomorrow.
at the end. Let me get that out without going everywhere else. A little more. Get it until it hits the whatchamilly, and we have 3 duckweeds. No, I'm just liquid it. I got both of them.
And we have water. First fish, testing it out.
He is a temporary resident.
Just testing the waters.
If we did this correctly, he just got a probably about a 90% water change.
He must be in there exploring that cave or something. I think he dipped in there and hasn't come out.
Well, we'll find out.
Oh. Alright.
So let's see.
Yeah, man. It's gonna look so good once it's cleared up.
Mm-hmm. Say that as well.